Hi, welcome back to Autism Diagnosis, a Confident Mom, where we are going to talk about the beginning of the school year survival guide. In this podcast, we're going to talk about all the tips and tricks that I have found throughout the years that have helped us survive going back to school and the schedule change. So keep listening clear to the end because we're going to talk about what you can do because there are a lot of things you can't control. So let's learn what we can do to control what we can control. Welcome to the Autism Diagnosis to Confident Mom podcast with Kira from Kira Brown Coaching. I'm a mom of neurospicy kids and a life coach. I'm here to share real tips and support to help you feel confident as a parent. Hey mama, are you excited for school to start, or are you scared for school to start, or are you sad that school is starting? I know we're all out there. We all have these feelings, and some of us have some of all of them. I'm always excited for school to start, but I'm always a little scared because it disrupts our routine that we have finally gotten smoothed out over the summer. So ADHD and autistic kiddos thrive on routine, knowing what to expect to come next, knowing just calms their brains. They know what to expect. They can mentally prepare for it. And when we go to school, that is a whole new routine that changes everything, right, about their day. Well, with that comes extra meltdowns because it's more thinking that they have to do in the moment. It's more more disruptions during the day, more noise, brighter lights, more people, all the things that disrupt them. And it is hard when you first send them to school sometimes. Sometimes they do really great and they surprise you, and we celebrate that so hard, so hard. But sometimes, a lot of the times, it's harder when we start school for the first couple weeks to a month or so because we're getting used to a new routine. We're learning what to expect, all of those things. So let's talk about it. What can we do? What can we do about that? How can we help? If you haven't started school yet, now that I'm thinking about this, I probably should have done this episode a few weeks earlier because a lot of people have started school. But if you haven't started school yet, talk about it in advance. What is their school schedule going to look like? What is their mornings going to look like? How is that going to change? How is their after school schedule going to look? If you can, get a hold of their teacher and find out what the schedule is for the day so that you can prepare them. When you first get there, you're going to have math, and then you're going to have PE, and then whatever. Go through the day so they know what to expect, what to prepare for. Make a visual schedule for them. A lot of times a visual schedule that they can look at helps a lot. And it doesn't have to be super fancy. It doesn't have to be complicated and expensive. I have a really dear friend that has an autistic kiddo, and he is, I think, 21. Anyways, he's in his 20s, and they make a visual schedule for him every day. And they just have a roll of paper in their kitchen, and they pull it down, and they draw pictures of what his day is going to look like. We're going to get up, and we're going to eat breakfast, and we're going to get ready. And you can do it as detailed or not as you want. Like if you already have a get ready schedule down, you don't have to put that in there. You can just put get ready. But if you're not sure what that looks like, then you might be like, we get dressed, we comb our hair, we brush our teeth, we put our shoes and socks on. You might see socks and shoes. They might take it very literal that we're going to put our shoes on first. And then we can go through the day. Maybe today we're going to school. Maybe today we're going to a doctor's office. It has been one of the best things ever is to do that, to make a visual schedule for them. Keep it easy, keep it simple. If they can read, you can write a simple word next to it, but have a visual schedule of what they can expect. They can cross it off as they do it. However you want to do that, that's fine. For the beginning of school, I would plan more downtime in their day. I would plan more quiet time at home, more recovery time. It's new, it's stimulating, it's hard for them. And so therefore they're going to have more meltdowns. If we add into that, we're going to join the football team at the same time, or we're going to start piano lessons or whatever, that's a lot for them to adjust to. So plan for some downtime for the first few weeks after school. What calms them? Maybe this is where you give them a little bit of screen time. Maybe this is where they sit with a weighted blanket and read their favorite book, or play with their special interest toys, or just give them some time to regulate their bodies. And let's pre-plan some regulating or calming activities. What can we do? Do they need some sensory input? Do they need a break from sensory input? Are they hungry after school? Are they tired? Do they need a nap? Do they need an extra long hug, a tight squeeze, a bath? A bath is one of my favorite ones. As soon as they get home from school, it gives them pressure on their body, but they have fun. They're playing with their special interest toys in the bathtub. We love a bath after school. So different things can help with that. Another thing to remember, Mama, is this is temporary. We will adjust to this schedule. We will. It will become easier. So have some patience. Give yourself some grace. It's hard. I know it's hard. I'm walking it with you. But I just have to remind myself that this is temporary. We will adjust and we will get back. It's okay. It's normal for him to have meltdowns. It's normal for me to get frustrated with his meltdowns. We just give ourselves and them grace. We love us where we're at. Another thing I would suggest is don't change too much at home. Don't be like, oh, we're going back to school. We have this new morning routine and we're going to have this new bedtime routine and everything is changing. We're going to overload them. Let one thing change at a time. So the first day of school, that thing that's changing is going to school. Let's get that down. Let's get good with school. And then we can change some of these other routines if we want to change them, if they're not working. But just do one thing at a time. And it feels really chaotic and out of control, and you can't control what's going on at school, and that can be really frustrating or exciting, and you can't control how many meltdowns they have, and it feels like there's so much you can't control. But just remember this: there's a lot that you can control. So let's focus on what we can control. In fact, I love empowering questions. So a lot of times our brains ask questions that aren't really helpful. Like, why is this happening to me? It doesn't matter. It's happening, right? Like, unless you can change the why, it doesn't really matter why. It just is happening. So a better question to ask ourselves is, what can I control in this situation? What can I change or keep the same or help with? I'm not saying we need to become control freaks. That's not what I'm trying to say here at all. But what can we control? What can we help with? Some ideas that I came up with is sleep. Can we make sure we're going to bed on time and waking up on time? I know that can be hard sometimes, but can we help them with their sleep? Food. Are we feeding them comfort foods, things that they like to eat, things that they will eat so that their tummies are full? We don't know how they're eating at school, so feeding them things that they will eat at home can be a big one. We can control their current routine. What are they currently doing? Can we keep them on that routine? How much of that can transfer over? After school, like say in the evenings, they got to watch cartoons while you made dinner. Well, let's keep that routine there while they are changing everything up at school, okay? We can change one thing at a time. We talked about that already. We have control over their comfort items. Do they have access to those? Are we sending them to school with the fidget if they need it? Are we allowing them to chew gum as soon as they hit the car because it's not allowed at school or on the bus? You can, though, get special permission for gum at school if that helps them with their sensory stuff. Do we have access to their special interests when we get home? Do we have access to their weighted blanket or their compression vests or whatever it is that gives them comfort? A hug, an extra long hug when they get home. Are they free to just express how they feel, what they're frustrated with when they get home without judgment and, well, we shouldn't think that way, and can we just validate their feelings? Those kinds of things. What can we be in control of? But the moral of the story is, I don't know how the start of school is going to go this year. And I can be nervous about it, or I can just say, we'll be able to handle it when it happens. When I first sent him to school, I would get really, really anxious. And then he would pick up on my anxiety, and then he would have anxiety, and it made things worse. And I wasn't showing up as the parent I wanted to be because my nerves were everywhere. And when I finally learned to just say, it's okay, we'll handle it as it comes. Instead of feeling bad that it might go badly ahead of time, I'm just going to see how it goes. And if it goes bad, then we'll handle it. If it doesn't go bad, then we'll celebrate. So just know that you can handle it, whatever comes. The good, the bad, the ugly. We've got this. We can do it. We've done it. We've succeeded every day so far. We haven't lost one yet. So let's just keep going. You've got this, Mama. You're doing better than you think you are. Good luck with school starting. Let me know if you want some extra help. Thanks so much for listening to Autism Diagnosis to Confident Mom. If this episode helped you feel a little more seen or supported, please take a moment to like, follow, or subscribe to the podcast. And if you know another parent who needs to hear this, share it with them too. We're all in this together. You're doing better than you think, Mama. You've got this.